I'm Robert Sabelli, Chief Business Development Officer at Alta Sciences. Over the past decade or so, Alta Sciences has been working closely with our sponsors to create a unique model that moves their drug development program seamlessly across the various phases of development. The concept of successful integration model requires the implementation of specialized tools, proprietary software, and the process to have various divisions communicating with one another, as well as an executive leadership team fostering a culture of mindset of integration. That last piece is the X factor to ensuring sustainability and flexibility for our sponsors, allowing them to navigate our organization effortlessly and engage at any entry point. Today, I'm joined by many of our executive leaders across Alta Sciences who work continuously hand in hand to successfully conduct our sponsors' various studies and/or programs across our organization. How does Alta Sciences implement our integration model? And how does the regulatory support contribute to this?
We've all worked in organizations where we've seen silos build up, and so as a team we've really worked against that to be very deliberate. And one of the keys to that is our project and program management group. And our program managers are where we really span the organization. So whether a project has CDMO and lab, or clinic and preclinical, CRO services, you have one contact who knows the organization, knows the players, and who's assigned to this study, makes sure that communication is happening seamlessly, and we have handoffs that occur as they should.
It's really the oversight of those handoffs. It's somebody having the view of the entire program that manages all those difficult pain points for that sponsor, has visibility on everything going through, is able to pull the whole thing together. And that really gives the sponsor the advantage in working with us, because we're not getting to a point where we're doing preclinical and taking weeks and weeks and weeks to get data into the clinic, and the clinic's sitting there waiting to start a study and like, oh, what's going on? Where's my report? Where's my send data? The program manager's been managing that all the way along, making sure that those unnecessary delays really just don't happen.
And like our program management team, our regulatory team can really provide that continuity across the program piece. So we're there early, and the earlier we get in, we can analyze any deficiencies in the regulatory strategy, and then we can really stay close to the data, the preclinical data, and really bridge that gap so that we can quickly go from preclinical to clinical, and allowing our sponsors to have the best quality IND submission or CTA submission, and really just speeding up the timeline to get them there.
How often do you communicate with one another, and in what situations do you get together to support our sponsors' needs?
I think I speak to these guys probably almost every day, at least one or two groups, and we're getting together to discuss not just programs, but individual studies, client needs across the board. Everybody is so client-focused and so focused on the delivery of our commitments that it's really great to work together with this team. Everyone's got a single focus, and nobody takes priority over another, which is really excellent. I've worked in places before where that's not the case, but you can have a problem in another business unit, another division, and everyone's going to work together for that solution. I think what's also great is, even if we're not involved in a program or a study as a business unit, we act as consultants for each other often, which is really, really helpful in moving a sponsor's concerns or needs forward, and it just provides great support for all of us internally and for our sponsors.
We have a very good collaboration across the units, and they bring us in early so we can have those early discussions with our clients as they work on developing their preclinical and clinical programs. Whether it's a small molecule or a large molecule, we're seeing a lot of diversity in what they need for their drug development program. For example, in gene therapy which is a really hot topic right now, our clients might need PCR biodistribution analysis. They might have some biomarkers they want to work on, and immunogenicity assays and PK assays, and all of those we're working with our clients with the preclinical in-life support or the clinical, and we're working to make their timelines and making sure they have everything they need for their regulatory submissions.
Yeah, and being able to pull together as one team for our sponsors and to be able to do that quickly, it's really exciting. When I get that ping from Steve or someone on his team and his sponsor is facing challenges with their formulation, being able to leverage the CDMO facility and bring us in and look at those challenges and be able to overcome whatever challenges they are, getting to the end goal, getting there quickly, getting the tox trial back on track, it's really exciting for us, and that's why we do what we do.
How does geographic location of our sites enhance the collaboration and communication between us and our sponsors? And what advantages do they have with us being situated in North America?
We have 9 sites across North America from coast to coast. Most of our sponsors are interested in getting feedback from the FDA, whether it be through a pre-IND meeting or actually submitting an IND to the FDA. So our regulatory team stays very close to what's going on at the FDA, but also very close to what's going on at Health Canada. So we can customize the strategy for either location. We also have very favorable startup times, which is a great advantage. And if the strategy is outside of the US or Canada, our sponsors can still take that data to other agencies.
There's a lot of regulatory hurdles, a lot of operational hurdles all over the world, and we make it very easy to perform your study at any of our 9 sites and to use that with our regulatory guidance to submit and move your product forward.
Yeah, I think also having our sites co-located in most cases is very important for speed. The startup timelines are very favorable in both the US and Canada, especially right now. There's some challenges around the world for that. However, you know, being close and not having to worry about international shipments and that type of thing, it does allow you, once you start, to make sure that you've de-risked some of those things. You can keep your study on track. It also allows us to just condense the timelines wherever we possibly can because we're so close. And so in some cases, just saving 1 or 2 days makes a huge difference to our clients.
And Ingrid actually raises a very good point in that our labs are right next to our in-life facilities, whether it's the preclinical or the clinical sites. So that's really an efficient way to get the work done.
Yeah, and our CDMO as well. I mean, that's often a rate limiter for our early phase trials. If the drug is coming from afar, it can be very challenging. It can put the whole program at risk. So having that, you know, bundled within our services, but also having it close by is really excellent.
Yeah, I know we've had examples where at the CDMO we've manufactured product, and because the timelines were truncated, we physically drove the product up to the clinic, right, to stay on the timeline. So being able to do that in close proximity is really huge for our clients and something that we excel in.
Thank you so much for joining me. Incredible information, valuable information. And for all those who are watching, thank you very much and have a great day.